Hi everyone, thanks for joining me here today. My name is Peter Marcos. I am the test kitchen chef here at Centennial Food Group. Today I'm going to be showing you how to shuck oysters and make the mignonette sauce to go with them. So we're going to be shucking some Beausoleil oysters. These are from New Brunswick on the East Coast. They're beautiful oysters. As you can see, they're perfect size. Typically oysters up until recently you can only really get them in large pack sizes, but now we have these new for the Beausoleil, it's a 24 count, and then we also have French Kiss oysters that are available in an 18 count pack just like this. So this is what you would receive. The label's on the top. It has the harvest date, the date that it was packed, so you can tell these are always fresh, and there's your oysters. All right, so let's get started with the sauce. So for the mignonette, it's very basic. Shallots, red wine vinegar, salt, and freshly cracked black pepper. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do, obviously after peeling your shallots, is cut them in half so that they're flat and then they're easy to work with. And you're gonna wanna dice these as small as possible. So I start going the length, not going all the way, keeping the root intact, because what that'll do is it'll hold all of these slices together so that when you go to dice it, it doesn't all just fall apart. So after you do this way, and then you're gonna do one slice down the middle. And let's do it with our other shallots. Okay, and then we will dice. And then place your shallots in the bowl. And then salt. Pepper. And our red wine vinegar. You can choose to do this with red wine vinegar, or you can use champagne vinegar as well. And then once your vinegar is in, you're gonna wanna let that sit for about 30 minutes, get all the flavor concentrated, and then it'll be ready to use. So when you're shucking oysters, you'll notice that there's two halves to the shell, obviously. The top one is the flat one, and the bottom is the cupped portion. When you're shucking them, you want to make sure to keep the cup side down, because what that'll do is it'll hold all of the brine that's already in there, which is basically the seawater, and you want to keep that in there because it greatly enhances the flavor of the oyster. So here we have one of our Diana's shucking boards. I'll show you how to use these, and then I'll show you how to do it without one of these in case you don't have one. And this is our oyster knife, also from Diana's. This one is great because it has this little blade portion here, which you can use once the top shell is off to separate that muscle, but I'll show you that once we get to it. So first thing you're going to want to do, I place a damp rag. It just kind of helps so that things don't slide around. Place your shell in the middle there, and then I just put this piece of cloth on top to hold it, and then it also protects my hand in case the knife slips and then it doesn't go into my palm. So first thing you're going to do is go into the hinge, and you're going to pop the point in and just kind of lift up, or you can do kind of like a key turn motion like that. And then once you have the top separated, you're going to run that blade along the top of the shell, so you're kind of pushing up like that so that you don't cut into the oyster, and just run it along the top, separate that muscle, top shell comes right off. And then just like the top shell, the bottom shell you'll see here, it's also attached, so you can just kind of scrape that or give it a little cut. Make sure your oyster is separated, and there it is. So we'll do this again without the board. So take your oyster, lay it flat, have the flat side laying up, cover it, pop this guy in, and then once that's separated, just run the knife along the top shell, separate, and again separate that bottom muscle, and there you go. So once you have your shucked oysters, you can enjoy them with a little bit of the mignonette sauce. You can squeeze lemon on them. But one of my favorite ways of having them is with some hot sauce. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed and learned how to shuck oysters.